Luckily it's not heavy, so. Right. It'll only hurt for a minute.
Once again.
What's up, good sir?
What's going on? We are over here on our Warren Street job with our bathroom renovation. Demo guys are wrapping up. Hopefully getting all the rest of the trash out of here today. Derek, is it just you two today?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be, after the next pickup, which is Rose Wharf, I think, I have to go to Mass Ave unload. I'm
Yep.
gonna pick up another guy there for the other two sites.
All right. So the goal here, trash. We gotta pull the tub out.
Yeah, we gotta yank that.
Okay.
And then, and then head to Rose Wharf.
Okay. Cool. On our way out,
Yep.
we just pull the floor protection that can go with trash.
Okay.
You guys don't have a vacuum with you, do you? All right, that's fine. I'm gonna swing back through here and then back everything and just I'm gonna take some final measurements for layout anyway.
Okay. No problem.
Essentially, this stack here. So when you have a double vanity, they do this double TY, and if this sink clogs, they'll send the snake down. It will go down and it will go across and it will catch this and it'll come up the other sink. So in the Foxhill project, and we'll do it here, is we actually cut this, and this we basically do two stacks that drop down into this. So it will go one into two. You'll catch the sink here, catch the other sink in the other stack, and it'll go up and it'll connect back. And that's if the snake ever has to go down, it will automatically go down rather than left and right.
Clever.
So it's a easy solution that is, for maintenance later is awesome.
Morning, boys.
Cool.
Morning.
Morning. So I think we're good with layout changes.
Cool.
Biggest thing is, that wall, these walls can come down.
Yep.
This wall right here cannot.
Yep.
But we're gonna we'll reframe it for the pocket door we talked about.
Yep.
So really, adding the window, that's not going to be a big deal. It's just going to be figuring out if we're going to do basically a water closet for the toilet.
Yeah.
Which I think you guys were back and forth on.
Yeah, no, we're good with that. So that would end up right there, basically.
So we are going to close it up? Okay.
Yeah. I think she wants the glass door on it now.
Okay.
So some sort of door. We'll
Yeah.
figure that out.
We can do full glass too. We've done that where I believe it was maybe Amy or Andrea that I was talking to about worrying that it was going to take up too much room or be too bulky looking or too secluded.
Yeah.
What we've done is we'll do
Just do full glass.
almost like a shower partition.
Yeah, cool.
And then you can do frosted, or you can do frosted from here to here.
Yep.
Figure that out, because on the shower itself there's going to be no glass.
Right. Yeah, I think the key is just as we put a window in, making sure that light actually gets through.
Right.
And she's got it set up as a window like this now. We may consider doing a window like this.
Right. So what I did is I had the engineer just draw it out for a big window.
Yeah.
And we'll just frame it as a big window, and we can shrink it down.
Yeah, cool.
But this is going to be nice.
Yep.
in the Boston Harbor Hotel, or the Boston Harbor Reno. So this place is a mess, but it's because we've had a ton of people in here kind of sporadically getting stuff done. But we got the TV mount behind us that we just delivered down the ramp, yada yada. We can do a flashback to that. And then I got trash guys coming over here. So as you can see, I got 2 carts in here. I decided just to dedicate some of my time here to get this stuff cleaned out. And then once they're gone, I got these carts. We're gonna go grab the cabinets that I have in the van and get them set in place for tomorrow that we'll install. That way Monday, when they install the stone in the bathroom, we'll also template for the stone here. So one detail we're doing here is that we're not doing casing on the doors. We can see there's a little touch up here, but basically we have a full 1-inch door jamb and we have a 5/8 reveal. And then this is all flush here, the 5/8 reveal all the way around. And this will be painted the same. This will be painted basically in eggshell Chantilly lace. And this will be painted, actually we'll probably do an eggshell as well, Chantilly lace. So it's all gonna be the same color. And I gotta cut that sticker out. We'll run a bead of caulking here just to tie in this plastic channel to the back of the door jamb. You can see these little gaps here and there. We got the idea from Matt Reisinger. He used an aluminum reglet. I think if I were to do it again, I might try the aluminum one just because it seems a little bit more sturdy and stays a little bit more straight. But I want to use the Trimtex product. I am happy with the results, but I'll make my final determination when it's done. But you can see down here, we actually turn. So this gets turned, and this continues all the way around the floor. We're actually going to cut our baseboard to keep that 5/8 reveal here, down here, so that once this is all painted, it will all be the same color. You'll have this 5/8 shadow line that turns the corner and then goes up and hits the jamb. It should look pretty good. I'm excited to see how it turns out.
This bar whole thing moves. Is that gonna crack the grout? Well, I guess
It moves?
this part, it's loose. So I'm just wondering.
How loose?
Like you can barely touch it. It just wiggles. I don't know if is the grout gonna crack with that?
I don't know what to do that.
Well, if it cracks, then you just fill it with the color match caulk.
That's true, I guess. Yeah.
Alright, I gotta screw it. This is the big elevator. I'd be okay with this elevator on every job.
So far. Where we heading?
We are gonna leave here and head over to Worcester Street, check on the board guys. So, tile guys were in Westwood this morning. Now they're at Rose Wharf, which is where we're leaving. They are all prepped over there. And wrapping up some miscellaneous stuff here. This place is cleaned out. We got the majority of the cabinets on site. Goal is tomorrow to get the base cabinets set so we can template for counters. Monday when they install the stone for the master shower. But right now we are headed over to Worcester Street. Check on all the boards should be hung, all the trash should be cleaned out of that place, and they're gonna be preparing to start plaster. Watch your head. All right, so we're at our Worcester Street project. You can see, first off, everything's insulated now. So we did some spray foam closed cell on all the exterior walls, and this is Roxol thermofiber on all the interior walls for sound. It's also fire and moisture resistant. I don't know, obviously we got the stairs installed here. I stuffed the bottom of the stairs with some insulation too, just so when you're walking on them, it deadens that sound. This right here is funky, right? But this wall, if you guys were following my feed, this wall floated basically on a 2x on the flat from here with no support to here. So I had RMS Fab, he's on Instagram, check him out. He fabbed up this 6x6 piece of angle iron. The bearing is on top of the LVL here, and then epoxied into here. So we'll cut those flush, clean them up, but we might leave this exposed just kind of as a cool like industrial detail. We'll see what it looks like. Our head height's still tight. Our stairs are to code within reason, but this is kind of an existing condition. Our landing up there is under code minimum. Here we can't take this wall down, it's another unit. So we are at our max capacity with it. Inspector's cool, totally understands. It's the old buildings in Boston, so. Check this out. Curved. So these old brownstones, the front of them, we'll take a look outside, but the front of them, where those bay windows are, I'm echoing. Can you hear that? It's bouncing out of that window well, I think, because I'm in the center of the room, yeah, or the wall. But the front of the walls, that brick wall is all curved. So in here, when we ripped out the old framing, it was straight, it was kind of angled, it just looked like shit. So the guys were here framing, and I love when I show up on site and I'm just like, guys, I got an idea. And they'll go for it. And I was like, let's curve that. Let's get it as close as we can to that wall and curve it. So they were down, like anything kind of throw them for a little bit of a loop, but just to think, they're in for. So we essentially said, all right, let's find our center of that wall. And what we did is we took a long piece of wood, basically pinned it into something. I don't actually remember what they pinned it into, but basically just took a long piece of wood and just kept moving it back and forth until we didn't hit something. And kept going out and out, and then finally we would rub something, pull it back, and then we just drew a line on this plywood and then cut top bottom plate and filled it in with studs. So this right here, I'm not sure what we're gonna use it for. In my opinion, like we have this window bench over here, it's gonna be kind of like a reading nook. But here, I think would be a perfect spot like that. You can have a killer window there. I think we do some sort of built-ins, even if we kept them super low, and then just incorporated this whole section here as like a built-in with a top. We could even do, I don't know, a stack of drawers here and a mirror here to complement the window. That's obviously beyond our scope now, but I think doing this and making a feature and curving that and making it feel as though it should be like that because the building's curved, I think makes a big difference. So I think our key word today was efficiency, and which plays funny because I was very open and I wasn't super efficient today. I not wasted my time, but I dedicated my time to things that I could outsource or hire people to fulfill, right? But we're looking at that as a micro situation in the sense that today, yes, I was laboring around, I was coordinating with my trash guys, I was on site making sure site conditions were good, but my macro is that I'm doing that so my guys that I have now can focus on what they're good at, and I can start looking for people to fulfill other positions. So even though micro I wasn't super efficient, I think macro I'm becoming more efficient by allowing the guys I do hire to solely focus on the task that they're hired for. That's what I got.